So Kev, obviously the game last weekend against Millstone was postponed. Was that a good thing or a bad thing?
Listen, who knows? But the pitch wasn't playable, so it is what it was, and obviously we'll come to that further down the line. But we've been training this week and ready for Saturday.
Yeah, obviously just before that, the news about Daniel Carney being recalled, that was frustration though, wasn't it?
Yeah, it is, because listen, it leaves us short again player-wise, and Dan done brilliant for us, and he's great to have around the place, but pleased for him in terms that he got minutes when he went back and played Saturday. So listen, that's loans are always at the risk of that happening. So grateful for him for what he done for us and for Charlton for letting us have him. So yeah, disappointing, but we move on.
Yeah, where you lost him, but the postponement, did it allow sort of a chance for some of the injured players that you do have to get a week where they might get prepared for Saturday, or is that going to be a bit unlikely?
It's a week down the line. How close one or two will be, we've still got a couple of days before the game, so that'll go down to the wire if you want. So yes, we're still what we are at the minute, and we'll have a small squad going into the game.
Yeah, and because of that situation, where it's a competition that it's not a league fixture, but you can't you don't have the luxury to change much of the players that you have at your disposal. So it's a similar sort of squad that you've got to go with. And is it one that you want to sort of take seriously as well?
No, absolutely. And we haven't missed a game last week, so with the squad we have is what we've got. So as we do with league games, we pick the strongest possible team that we can available to us, and try and win the game, which we do every game. And Hampton are going ever so well and playing very well as well and in good form. So you can't take anyone lightly. And we've been here before in teams when we've played in a trophy, and they've always been really, really tough and tight games.
Yeah, on paper it certainly does look a very tough game. I know you would have done your analysis on them and probably seen why they are sort of where they are in the league and fighting to get promoted. So that it does prove to be quite a difficult game.
Yeah, it will be, without a shadow of a doubt. They're at the top of the league for a reason, and Mel, who I know from Bristol Rovers, has done a brilliant job there, and really competitive. And you see what Yeovil are doing at the top end of that league. So for them to be within some sort of close enough distance tells you how well they've done as well. So tough game, and we've got to perform to get anything.
Thank you.
Is there any leeway with Daniel Carney going back to Charlton? Because obviously he came in because of the long-term injury to Callum Powell.
Yeah, that's what we'll try and find out from the league. It's not easy to get people in. That's first and foremost, and further we've got to concentrate what's in the building and getting the best out of that, and see what we can do.
And I guess there was a little bit of positive news earlier this week that the takeover is that one step closer. And again, it doesn't help you for this weekend, but I'm sure that you'll be counting down the days until that's completed, and you will be able to get this transfer embargo lifted. Yeah,
I think bigger picture, everyone at the club needs it. We've been waiting now, and good news coming from the other day with the statement is obviously a massive positive. And as you say, the sooner that comes, then brilliant for everyone, and we move forward and look to a bright future.
Thank you.
How's sort of Ollie Coker and Wes progressing?
Ollie and Wes we'll see today, more so because the start of the week they couldn't do too much. Ollie's probably slightly ahead of Wes, but the two of them, we've got to manage them and see how they are the next couple of days in terms of training before we pick the team.
Good to see Colin back as well in the week.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's important to, especially with keepers, getting your eye in and playing games. You can train, as much as you like, but actually game related stuff is really important for them. So, that's a plus. Another body back, and hopefully, one or two more coming back gives us a bit of breathing space.
What's the situation now? So does he play? Quite.
No, I know. Yeah. So
how does it work with
I think because the competition might be slightly different, we can look at it and see what way we go.
And how's Louis Lomas? I haven't spoken about him for a while. I know it's a longer term.
Yeah.
How's he progressing?
Yeah, he's been getting on his recovery from his operation. So hopefully now he can start pushing forward. It's been a long road for him, obviously, and disappointing that he hasn't been able to feature. But fingers crossed he can start putting that behind him and start getting out and doing the real recovery work he needs to do to get up to to train again. He's still a little bit off from actually training with us.
And JD, is he any closer?
He was doing some work on the grass start of the week, but and end of last week, but it's just felt a bit of tightness, so he's come off it for a couple of days.